Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another counter-side video. Now, before we start off with today's video, we're gonna start off with a very famous quote from my favorite company. Different server has different management ways. Alright? So that's the motto that I live by nowadays. However, today, we're gonna try to do a comparison between C server and global server. Now, the reason why I'm making this comparison is simple. A lot of you guys have reached out to me and asked, hey GuitarRock, is global server that good to justify the switch from C server? So hopefully in this video, we're going to point out the differences for you guys, alright? So now I was discussing this with a bunch of people from my live stream the other day, and we managed to find out quite some huge differences between a counter-side global and counter-side C server. So yeah, let's jump into the video. Okay, so before we start off with today's video, 3 new coupon codes. Again, this was posted on my Discord. Big shout out to Showtime. So let's see, what are the global coupon codes? Number 1 is CS Parfait. So let's see, what does this give us? I like to check what does the coupon code individually gives us. This gives me 1000 info, 100,000 gold, and 10,000 Ethereum. So the next one is CS Global Gurin. Now this will give me, boom, same thing, alright, same amount of rewards. 1000 info definitely helps a lot, alright. Those infos definitely give you a bunch of things for sure. And I'm guessing the third one gives the same thing as well. Endo right here. So I believe these are VTubers, I could be wrong, but you get total of 3000 infos, 300k gold, and 30,000 Ethereum. My advice is do not try to claim all if you don't think you can burn the Ethereum. Something that I see players keep doing is they keep claiming all, and then you stack too much Ethereum. Now, good thing is global, we do have the skip function right now. Back then in C, we don't have that, so it's like a big struggle actually. So if you guys accidentally collected all, there's still ways to dump your Ethereum by skipping in some of the stages. But generally, I plan to save some of mine for when I can do some of the challenge stages. Right now, a lot of them are too difficult, but as you can see, 29 days is a lot of time. So feel free to leave it in your inbox for the time being if you don't want to use them yet. Now, first things first, let's answer the concern or the question on how to install counter-side global version for those who are on C server. So if you are using an emulator, right? So you can use a couple of methods. So for me, LD player has this thing called the LD store. 64-bit version will have this. So you can go to the LD store and just type counter-side, and usually you will be able to see the different one appear. So the US version, the global version is called counter-side line battle arena. So I have already installed this. Now again, you might have to use a VPN for this, but if you do not want to use a VPN, there's a different method. Alright, you can use an APK. So what you want to do is right here, I'm going to show you guys, I'll give you guys the link to this website, the APK Pure website, that you can download the counter-side Android version, where you can download the X APK. So once you download this on emulator, you can just click on this button, right? Install APK, it will direct you, just go to the downloads folder and try to install from there. Alright, so this would be the best method to install it on phone as well, via the APK. So just go to the link right here. Again, download this at your own discretion. Alright, keep in mind that this is a third-party website, so you have to keep that in mind. On phone, once you download the X APK, right, basically you have to browse to your downloads folder, use like a file manager, and then click it from there. Now if you're on iOS, I don't think I can help you much with that, but from what I gather, iOS is quite easy. You can just switch your App Store region. So yeah, if you need more further help with those things, maybe come over to my Discord. I think a bunch of the members there will be willing to help you guys out. Are you guys aware that on global server, there's an extra side story? C server do not have the extra side story. Do you guys know what side story I'm talking about? I was discussing this with people on the Discord earlier. New semester side story. As far as I know, again, correct me if I'm wrong, C server never had this side story, right? We never even had it in the event form. So that's one of the difference that I noticed under the side story section. So this one is exclusive to global. Yo, so if you guys missed the story, now you can play it exclusively in global server. Alright, so this is number 1. Number 2, what else? What else does global has, but C doesn't have? Okay, number 2 is this thing right here. Alright, do you guys know what thing I'm talking about? If you go to If you go to management, you guys know where I'm going with this. There's a way to expand inventory for free, yo! Global insane. You can watch ads to expand inventory for free. Look, we get to watch ads. Guess what ads do we get, guys? Now we watch the ads, right? And then what? Yo, free inventory. Just like that, free inventory. So what else is there? We also get this one right here. You can do this 3 times a day. Right? 3 times a day. So pretty cool. You get this 3 times a day as well. Free Ethereum. How much is this, guys? Alright, so how much you get? 1000 Ethereum. 1000 Ethereum. Pretty good. Pretty good. Just watch. You get an Harpic ads and then you get 1k Ethereum. I think it's worth it. Alright, I think it's worth it because you do get a lot of these good things right here. So what are the difference? So far we know 3 things, right? Which is the side story. We get free. So 3k Ethereum. We can watch ads 3 times a day. 3k Ethereum per day. Gear storage as well. Oh, gear is also one more ad. Wow. That's a lot of good ads. So you get one for gear inventory, one for character inventory, 3k for free Ethereum every day if you watch the ads. Okay, what else? Many exclusive cause it's gonna rush to catch up to C server. Delete account. Okay, I don't really care about delete account. Is there something that you should play global over C? Because of delete account? Alright, the delete account button thing might be a good thing if you're trying to reroll. Actually, now that I thought about it after editing the video, right? So if you guys are not aware, if for players to reroll in global, that's the best button ever. So you go to settings, you go to the manage account, there's this thing called the delete account button, right? Which you can just delete your account immediately if you don't get the characters that you want. So it makes reroll much easier. So for C, there's no such function built in. You can still reroll. You have to use like the multiple email technique. Alright, the one with you can add like 1 or 2 at the back of the email thing. But you can make multiple guest accounts still and don't link it to your like social media, Google, etc. I guess that's one thing that maybe global has it slightly easier to reroll than C. Is much more like cut and dry in terms of rerolling. If you care about starting strong right now, if you're trying to start, probably global has the better reroll option. Oh, global has this. I forgot. Global has this that C never has. C will never has this frame. I think this is an exclusive global frame. If you care about the frame, boom, look at my ivory here. I have the small CEO robot at the bottom right. So yeah, let me know what you guys think regarding the differences in Counter-Strike C and Counter-Strike Global. Do you guys think these small differences are worth the switch for you? If you guys have been playing on C server for the longest time ever. Now, if you just started for like 1 or 2 months, switching to Global doesn't sound that bad because there's a lot of coupon codes in Global that can help you, give you the head start, and you can start almost on the same playing level as everyone else. Now, at the end of the day, I'm a big fan of Zilong Games, and I'm also a big fan of a global server by Studio B-Side. Like, both of it have their own pros and cons. I feel like both server definitely has its own flaws. Some people joke about global has more bugs. C is not perfect either. It has its own flaws, bugs, a lack of communication to a certain extent, right? So I feel like hopefully right now you can make a much more conclusive thoughts in your mind if you ever want to make a switch. So yeah, that's gonna be it with this video. Before we end off the video, I just want to remind you guys that different server has different management ways. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.